प्रणोति तस्मै तमहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनघेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधाविभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। Kindly read this line. तरहि आत्मा कहा सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपः। Then what is Atma? Tarhi Atma ka. Now that tarhi, which means then, suggests continuation, anantaryam. So then we know that what is not the self, that what is not is negated. That what is not is negated. But what is it? That affirmation is not there. The body, the mind, senses, pranas, the waking experience, the dream experience, and the deep sleep experience, all these things are negated. Was there a need to negate it? It is implemented, implied. When it is said this is stable, it is not a wall, it is not a camera, it is not the book, is all implied. Does it need to be said? A table is not the wall, table is not the carpet, table is not the couch, table is not the flowers, so on and so forth. Is it required? It is implied. When you say this is table, all these things are implied. When we have asked you what Atma is, Why did you go about saying all this? It is not the Shariratraya, not the Panchakosha, and not the Avasthatraya. Avasthatraya means the three states of experience. Your experience could be an experience generated through the organs of perception. An experience could be generated only through the impressions or an experience could be an experience of absence of both. When an experience is generated with the aid of the senses, with the aid of all the organs, karmendriyas as well as jnanendriyas, we call it the experience of the waking world. The experience of dream is not something which is generated by the senses or by the organs. It is purely the mind which becomes the object as well as the senses. So the object is not something that is perceived by the senses, and yet there is an experience, and that is an experience called as the dream. There is an experience where there is an absence of both the earlier experiences. Looks like a void, but there is nothing like a total void. So there are three experiences. And it was said this is not Atma. Does one really need to go about telling what is not Atma to tell what is Atma? No wise man ever does this. In order to explain what is stable, nobody goes about telling what, not carpet, not wall, not flower vase, so and so forth. Why?
There's no confusion.
Because there is no confusion. Because it is when he says stable, it is not mistaken for a carpet. When there is a mistake, even before what table is can be told, we will have to tell what is not table. What is not table? And this confusion or this mistake is a common mistake. And when a mistake is common, it never appears to be a mistake. Then it becomes normalcy. And therefore, that what is normal, since everybody says that, can be normalcy, but can't be right. It is not necessarily right. I am the body, I am the psychological entity. I am sad, I am happy, I am depressed, I am delighted. Various things are being spoken about I. I am hungry, I am thirsty, I am satiated. quenched. Everything can be said. I am hurt. I'm strong. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling weak. I am. Now, what exactly is this I? And therefore we find that in the definition of I, we have included several things which are not I in that orbit, and therefore now there is a need to deny that, to negate it. In the Yoga Shastra, this is what is called as avidya. The mistake is called as avidya. In Vedanta, the mistake and the cause of the mistake is called as avidya. The mistake that I am body, I am the senses. You don't say I am the senses. What would one say is I see, I hear, I speak, I walk, I talk. So talking, walking, seeing is the function which belongs to the organs of action and organs of knowledge. Buddhi-indriyas and karmendriyas. But now that is taken as I. Nobody ever says I am hand, I am legs. You don't say I am hand, I am legs. I am eyes and I am ears. I see, I smell, I speak. Where is all this seen? In I. Whereas all these actions, the location for all these actions are their respective indriyas, but they are seen in the I, in the self. And so, that what is not I, but which is the product of Prakriti, is this mistake is called as avidya by the yoga. Okay. And therefore, the shanti of this viparyaya is contradictory experience is called as viparyaya, viparita bhavana. This is a snake. I am sarpaha. This is viparyaya. It is a viparyaya. Mithya jnanam atadrupa pratishtham. Tadrupa pratishtham will be jnanam. What is mithya jnanam? Atadrupa pratishtham. To cognize the rope as rope is knowledge. To cognize the rope as the snake is viparyaya. And therefore you will see, even in the Yoga Shastra, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha and abhinivesha, all the pancha-kleshas are called as viparyayas. They are called as viparyayas. So now, with the intense samadhi abhyasa, the viparyayas will get doused. Okay, it goes away. The viparyaya will not be there. The viparyaya will go away, and therefore the avidya of the yoga is not there. But mind you, why was there even the cognition that this is a snake? Why did that cognition that this is a snake ever take place?
The seed of ignorance hasn't been developed.
Because one did not know it is a rope. Not knowing the rope is ignorance. And that ignorance is called, which is the cause of viparyaya, is called as avidya by us. So therefore, we are going to use two words, avidya and avidya karyam. Avidya, the cause, and obviously along with the cause will come the effect. So the avidya, which is the very cause of viparyaya, still remains. And this is what is seen in Vedanta as the cause of samsara. Shanti of the viparyaya is of course required, but that what is causing the viparyaya, that ignorance has to go away. Okay? That has to go, and therefore there is a little difference. On a harsher side, we are going to ask a question. For ignorance to go away, mind you now, this is little critical. For ignorance to go away, knowledge is required. There is no, controversy about this. There is no argument about it. That for ignorance to go away, knowledge is required. There is ghata ajnanam. You do not know this is ghata, the pot. Okay. So the ghata ajnanam, this ignorance goes away through ghata jnanam. Pata jnanam cannot take away. Ghata jnanam is required to take away the ghata ajnanam. Correct? Is required. Now our question is, so knowledge is required to remove the ignorance. This is a common ground for all of us. Then furthermore, we have a question to ask. And the question is, for knowledge, pramanam is required. Samadhi is which pramana? Pratyaksha. Anumanam, Upamanam, Arthapatti, Anupalabdhi or Shabda Pramanam. Which Pramanam is Samadhi?
Yogi Pratyaksha, Swamiji. Yogi Pratyaksha.
What is Yogi Pratyaksha?
Something like that. There is also a category of the common perception and perception, yogaja or something like that.
Yogi Pratyaksha is not a term that belongs to the Yoga Shastra. It belongs to the Nyaya. It has got a different implication. Just as when we say a word can be deciphered through the Rudhi, the meaning of the word, or it can be a yogic vyutpatti. Amen. When we say the word Ram, what is the meaning of word Ram? What is Ram? Or who is Ram? Son of Dashratha. Ram is the son of Dashratha. This is Rudhi. But what is the yogic meaning of it? The one in whom the yogis or the whole world ramante yasmin. Yoginaha ramante yasmin iti Ramaha. The one in whom the yogi in the sense the knower of the truth, revels. Just as we revel in the objects, take pleasure where if it is asked, where is your happiness? You can show an apple. This is it. This is what I feel happy in. Getting money, women, whatever you want to say over there. For an enlightened one, what is happiness? Whatever he finds that is yogic vyutpatti. So yogic pratyaksha is something different. Okay? And therefore, what is samadhi? Which pramana is samadhi through which this knowledge will be generated? I told you that this will be a little harsher. In fact, the meaning of word samadhi is where along with all the vrittis, even the pramana vritti is also given up. Is not it? Vritti nirodha is samadhi. So samadhi is where the vrittis are given up. And where the vrittis are given up along with all the other vrittis. Pratyaksha, pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, smritayaha. Along with all the other four vrittis, the fifth vritti called as the pramana vritti is also given up. When there is no pramana at all to function, which knowledge will be generated? which knowledge will be generated which will take away that? We do not deny the fact that the Shanti of the Viparyaya takes place with Samadhi. So that avidya, Viparyaya which is called as avidya, goes away. But avidya which is the cause of that Viparyaya hasn't gone away. And therefore in several places we have to say yoga is a prelude to Vedanta. Can be complementary but not a replacement to the Shabda Pramana. You see, it is required for the Shanti of the Viparyaya. In fact, we will come back to you in saying that for the Siddhi of Jivan Mukti, yes, Samadhi is required. After the knowledge takes place, Atma is Brahman, Jagan Mithya iti. Okay, this knowledge has taken place. Now, how long does a vritti stay? How long does the vritti stay? So we, at the most, if analyzed, we would say 3 kshanas, just 3 moments. This is, the Nayayikas will say, 3 moments. So now what is going to be the moment? The duration of a vritti, rise of the vritti, destruction of the ignorance, and then the merging of the vritti. Okay. So with these 3, we can say, now these are the 3 moments. Teen kshana, ksanatraya. Okay. The vritti is there. It has, the ignorance has gone. Now, the prarabdha is still there, pending for this body of that jnani. Okay. No, he knows what is the truth. Just as in case, though you see the truth, though you know the truth, that sky is not blue, do you stop seeing the sky blue? The blueness of the sky is still experienced. You may not attach reality to that blueness. Okay, if we paint this wall blue, sky blue, you will say the wall is blue and sky blue, and the sky is also blue. When the sky is blue, is it blue like the wall? Is it blue like the wall? So the blueness of the sky, the color which you see in the sky and the color which you see on the wall, do they both have same degree of reality? Blueness is seen. But now that knowledge, that space, the sky does not have any color, if we were not to live on earth and see this space through this atmospheric composition of gases, we wouldn't see it blue. if you were to be on Mars and look at the sky, it would appear red. Because the composition of gases is such, and the composition of our eyes, the what do they call? Construction of our eyes is such that it makes it see blue. Okay, so both the things put together, the sky is experienced as blue. But now the knowledge, what has it done? It has taken away the reality, it is falsified. In spite of falsification, the sky is seen blue. So as long as the body and the mind are going to be available, till then there is the world, etc., is going to be seen. As a result, I am hungry, I am thirsty, I am walking, I am, various things, even those viparyayas are also going to rise. So as long as the viparyayas, now though they are badhitam, yet it is taking place. Okay, upadhikrita. Right? Ignorance is not there, but it is still seen. Like that, even in the period after the knowledge, the viparyayas will rise, but it will be falsified. So now it is told for the Jivan Mukti that let these viparyayas, which are any which ways false, go away. How? Samadhi abhyas. So we do not deny the importance of samadhi even in Jivan Mukti, for the siddhi, for the accomplishment of Jivan Mukti. Not denied. Samadhi, we recognize its greatness. But if you say samadhi is a replacement for any pramana, for the Shabda pramana, this is not done, not acceptable. You see, this is not acceptable. Atma kaham. Who is this Atma? So now that viparyayas are there, and because those viparyayas were there, we had to use a way to negate the viparyayas in the beginning. What were the viparyayas? I am the waker, I am the dreamer, I am the body, I am this gross body, I am a husband, I am a wife. Hey, where is this husband-wife? I am good, I am bad, I am beautiful, I am ugly. Where are these concepts? I am is a self-evident fact. I am is not established. The knowledge I am is not established, not created by any pramanas. By any pramana. In fact, the pramanas are found to be operating because I am there. Because I am there. Otherwise, where will the pramanas, for whom will the pramanas function? So, swayam siddhavastu ahamasmi. I am self-evident. And because I am self-evident, whatever happens further becomes evident to me. Na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam, nema vidyato bhanti, kuto yamagnihi, tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam, anubhati sarvam. Bhati means is illumined. Anubhati, illumined later. Sarvam Anubhati. In the light of the self, everything becomes illumined. Swayam Siddha Vastu Aham. And therefore, the first Pratham Dala of this definition goes into denying that area of confusion, in which I is assumed to be body, mind, prana, senses, etc. Deham pranamapindriyanyapi chalam buddhim cha shunyam viduhu stri balanda jadopamaastvahamiti bhranta prisham vadina. I am, even to say aham shunyaha, I am absence, is aham and absence. I am, then what absence? I am. I am not absence, I am. Absence of everything else. I am not absence of everything else. I am what I am. Table is not the absence of wall. There is something like absence of wall, but that is not table. That is, in this table there is absence of wall, because this table cannot be called as wall. But table by itself is not absence of wall. Shunyam, it is not shunyam. Bhranta brisham vadinaha. Those who claim all these things, that the meaning of I is body, as I am a man, I am a woman, I am healthy, I am sick, I am unhealthy, I am depressed, I am delighted, I am elated. All these things, what is this? The arguments put forward only by the deluded, bhrantaha, by the bhrantaha, bhrishamvadinaha. So now the Uttaradala of that definition is going to be said. What is the Uttaradala? Sat kim Atma Sachidananda Swarupaha. Swarupaha means the nature, is the very nature. Sat kim Kalatrayepi Yattishtati Tat Sat. What is Sat? In the word Sachidananda, you find the word Sat. What is this Sat? So we say Sat means Kalatrayepi Yattishtati, that which remains unchanged, that which remains through all the three periods of time is Sat. Right? When you say Satyam, Satyam word also has, even the relative Satya, Vyavaharika Satya, also has got a meaning similar to this. The transactional fact also means this. That which is which is there through the three periods of time is Sat, is Satyam, is truth. Okay. This Sat is a very interesting thing in Chandogya Upanishad, the 6th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, where the Tattvamasi Mahavakyam is given, spelled out 9 times. The father of this boy, Shvetaketu, is his guru. And the father tells him, that is it. Sadeva somya idamagrasin ekameva dvitiyam tat satyam tattvamasi Shvetaketu. Hey Shvetaketu, my dear boy, Somya, that is Sat, and that Sat is a Satyam. That Sat is Satyam. Tattvamasi, that you are. Hey, it's a very beautiful thing. It's a father only telling that you are. In the Veda, we come across one prayer like this. So the disciple tells the teacher, he says, you are my father, who will take me across this ocean of samsara. Across this ocean of samsara, you will take me across. That is Sat. Kalatrayepi tishtati. Vyavaharika Satyam also is like this. If a person is made to give a statement in the court, so he gives a statement. Next day again he is called in the witness box, gives a different statement. The third day he is called and is still different. Now out of these 3 statements, which one is called Satyam? Now this fellow, all his statements have no validity as Satyam. They cannot be accepted as Satyam. Given up. So that which remains the same, unchanged, through the 3 periods of time is truth. That's Sat. Okay, that's Satyam. What is it that stays in the 3 periods of time? Because everything over here is found to be time bound. Whether it is the relationships, or a position, or a state, or any object, everything is time bound. Toddlerhood is a state. You cannot say he was a toddler 10 years back and today also he is a toddler. Now you are going to call him a teenager. You don't. At 15 years, still learning to walk, holding the wall. That's a toddler. Toddlerhood, a state. It comes and it goes. Whether states Our relationships also have states. The early state of relationship, here everything is nice, sweet. You're running to see each other. And then get married and no more running, may just walk. And then comes a state, now you are delaying purposely. Forget running. The states of a relationship, everything is then over there subject to time. That which is not subjected to time is Sat. Now find out what is it that has not changed. Because that what is unchangeable has to be found exactly where all the changes are taking place. Right there. Where is the rope seen? Exactly where the snake is. Exactly, not an inch away. Right there. And because this is the only way for the Anveshanam, to search the Sat, the Upanishad gives an example. What is that example? To explain what Sat is, the Upanishad says, Mrittika ityeva satyam. Mrittika means the clay. From the clay, a bowl is made. Crush that bowl, a pot is made. Crush the pot, a plate is made. Okay? Now, pot is not the plate, plate is not the bowl. The function that you can do with a pot, you cannot do with the plate. You can store the water with the pot. You can't store the water with the plate. Names are different, forms are different, the functions are different. The plate comes and goes, the pot comes and goes, and the bowl also comes and goes. So coming and going, which means that which is not continuous in the time, is associated with the names and forms. But what is it that is the reality of these names and forms? What is the reality of the pot? What is the reality of the plate? And what is the reality of that bowl? Without which the pot can't be pot, and without which the clay can't be clay. What do they say? The bowl cannot be bowl. We find the clay is the reality. The clay never came, the clay never left. What was born and what died was the pot. Mrittika ityeva satyam. Where is the mrittika? And we will say beyond the pot. Now when we say beyond the pot, do you have to lift the pot and find out behind the pot? Or even if we say the clay the reality behind the pot. Behind the pot where? When we say Atma is beyond the Panchakoshas, now this fellow will roll his eyes beyond, going beyond. Where are you going? I'm going beyond. He turns the eyeballs so much so that finally they turn white. And as much white, real yogi, white. Finally it will create some defect. Then what beyond? Beyond that clay is beyond. Clay is untouched by the birth and death of the pot. That which remains unaffected by time is Sat. That which has never changed. Now look at this. If I changes to that what is not I, because that is the only possibility. If I has to change, I would change into not I. What is the what is the second possibility? What is the second possibility for I to change into something else? What will the I change into? Will change into not I. If I changes to not I, will it be I? Will it be I? Now look at the whole silly business in which one is involved even without thinking. What do you want to become? That what you are not now. Are you rich? No, I am not rich. What do you want to become? Rich. What is that rich? Not I. If I changes into something that is not I cannot be I. And therefore, even when you are saying, I want to become that rich, which is not I, by the virtue of the same coin, it means that what you are holding the I to be, this poor, is also not I. Because you see that I is poor, poor can change into rich. But how can I change into that what is not I? The plate can change into pot. But that what is not I, how can the I ever change into that what is not I? There is no such possibility at all. There is no such possibility, and therefore this whole vyavahara, this entire transaction is a transaction which is taking place only out of avidya. Vyavahara moolam is avidya, adhyasaha. Confusion. Okay? Kalatrayepi yattisthati. Now, kala means time. That which remains unchanged through the time is Sat. Right, sir. We have understood that which is changeless is Sat. But please tell us the factor which causes the change is time. Isn't it? The factor which causes the change is time. So, when you set the milk to be curdled, to be made into yogurt, you add a little yogurt, jamun, what is it called in English?
Starter. Active ferments.
Same thing.
Live bacteria.
Live bacteria. Starter.
Starter.
Is better. I'll remember that at least. Starter is put. So now starter is put. Consume curd. For the change to take place, time, you will say after few hours. After few hours, it will be curd. A time is the factor which creates change in the objects. But time by itself implies change. What time did you set the curd? In the sense, what time did you curdle it? Start. So 3:30. 1 minute, 2 minutes, which means 3:31, 3:32, 3:33. Change, time, change. Time implies change. Not only time is a thing which changes the object, your opinions are changed, your looks are changed, your attitude changes, loyalty changes. All these changes are taking place. And that change means there is presence of time. There is presence of time. But sir, what is this kala? What is this time? What is this time? There is time, that is okay, but what is this time? Between the milk and the curd, there is time. Between the toddlerhood and the adulthood, there is time. Which means between the 2 points, whatever those points are, there is time. If that point is a point over here, Rishikesh, and the other point is Delhi, the distance between these 2 points to be covered is time. So distance between the 2 points then is time. Untouched by the time. Uncorrupted by time. What are the 2 points? Ultimately, I and not I. The 2 points finally are going to be I and that what is not I. And there is time in between. When the point A means being in Rishikesh, then there is a point B, Delhi. Then there is a point B, Delhi. Point A is I, point B is not I. Between these two is time. Then we will see further that what is not I is only an appearance in the eye. That what is not I is an appearance in the eye. We are not saying it is an appearance. We are saying appearance in the eye. And therefore, there is no time, really speaking. That time, therefore, does not corrupt this I. That is Sat. So now when we are going to say the word Sat, if it takes you, if the meaning becomes clear, Sat means I. One has cognized the word Sat. If Sat means some Sat, something that exists, not yet. That Sat means I. And what has helped you to cognize Sat as I, or I is Sat? Because that what is not I has been negated before. And therefore the Purvadala of this definition, the earlier part of the definition, is also equally important. This is Sat. Okay? Then the next part of that, Chit kim sadhanantara nairapekshena swayam prakashamanataya itara padarthavabhasakam yad tachit. Chit in some places is going to be called as jnanam. In fact, it is Upanishadic terminology. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. Okay? Jnanam, chit is jnanam, knowledge. But sir, knowledge, information is Brahma, Atma. Chit. And so now, just to avoid the confusion that can be caused because of our preconceived notions, we are going to use the word chit. Okay? When you understand the word chit, then go to jnanam, and that is what is the nature of the self. That is what I am. So, this is how we are going to see. Let's see that when we meet tomorrow morning. Chit kim sadhanantara nairapekshena swayam prakashamanataya. Okay, it is prakashaman, it is evident. prakashaman, illuminous. It is illuminous, but through whose illumination? The moon is illuminous body. But the moon is illuminous and illumines other objects too. It may be a dim light, but in moonlight too, certain things are seen. Correct? You see to a certain degree. It is illumined. Moon illumines. But the illumination of the moon is not its own. It is the reflected light of the sun. Your Atma may be illuminous, can be evident, but in whose light? In whose light? So, to answer that question, it is said, Swayam Prakasha. How is it? Swayam Prakasha means self-illuminous, self-evident. Swayam Prakasha. Okay, it may be self-illuminous, but maybe through something it is becoming self-illuminous. Sadhanantara nairapekshena, without the aid of any other means. So there are a lot of things to be seen over here. Swayam prakashamanaha. Itara padarthavabhasakam. And in its light, not only that it is by itself, it is self-illuminous, but in that light, itara padartha avabhasanam, the other object also becomes evident. What is the other object? Exactly, whatever the Atma is not, also becomes evident. Whatever the Atma is not, also now prove us there is Atma. Prove us there is Atma. How do you know the world? How do you know there is world? So the one to whom it becomes evident has to be there first. Otherwise, to whom would it become evident? The one to whom the world is evident is Atma. Prove Atma, and then they tell stories about, they kept a man who was about to die in a glass case. Then this man died and the glass broke. That is Atma. Why? Because the Atma escaped. No? Because that Atma escaped, the glass broke. So, there is Atma. Why? Because the glass breaks. What if that Atma decided to hide and not break the glass and go? Sit in one corner. They will remove this dead body. That time I will escape. These stories and they're nothing. They don't prove anything other than foolishness. I have to note that. So let's see what is chit. Sadhanantara-nairapekshena swayam prakashamanataya itara padarthavabhasakam yat tachyat. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha.